Welcome back. It's Yvette. Before you do anything else, take a minute, like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Okay, now we're here again with another video about property in Ghana. So in the last video, we talked about wanting to purchase a property, and we actually went ahead and did that. This is the property, and I talked about the renovations that needed to be done. But before we even get into the renovations, we're going to talk about how we actually went through the steps to purchase the land. This is that land that had the fruit trees on it. The lot is 80 by 80, and we'll explain a little bit more as we go along.
Today we're just gonna take a critical look about acquisition of land, acquiring land, buying land in Ghana. With the current injustice all over the world against black people, I believe, talking about it is not enough. Talking about it is not gonna stop the killing of people. With the recent killing of Floyd, even after all the talks, still blacks are being killed all over the world. And I believe for a fact that just like Marcus Garvey tried it to help put a stop to work by bringing all the Africans from the diaspora after slavery to Africa, which was halted by the whites. I believe it's time. The only way to avoid all the killing and all the brutality is for our family, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come back home, have a life here, and then I believe for a fact they're gonna be free, because once you are here in Africa, once you are here in Ghana, you're gonna be free. So now going by land acquisition in Ghana here. Acquiring land in Ghana is very simple. The first process in the acquiring of lands, lands here are controlled by the kings. I'm gonna look at Ashanti region where I was born and bred. In Ashanti region, we all know of the Ashanti Kingdom, which is chaired by the Ashanti King, Nana Otumfuo Osei Tutu, the second, who happens to be the current chief of the Ashanti Kingdom, the current king of the Ashanti Kingdom. So the king has given power and authority to his sub-chiefs, to his paramount chiefs, to allocate lands to any individual who wants to purchase land here in Kumasi. So to acquire land here first, you need to go to a community. Per se, I'm in Chichiwere, so if you come to Chichiwere here in Ghana or wherever in Kumasi here, you go to see the chief of the community. You speak with the chief that you need a land for a building, for a school, for a hospital, for farming. You go to see the chief. The chief will meet you, welcome you nicely with his elders, and they're gonna take you through.
Step 1, you have to notify the chief or the king, depending on the land area, of your interest in the land.
So first of all, after seeing the chief is gonna ask you what you're gonna use the land for. You let the chief know you are building a house for yourself, you're building a hotel, a hospital, whatever. And the chief is gonna tell you the amount of the land. So after the amount of the land is being told to you, you can, continue to pay outright, get your allocation paper, get your site plan, and then start working on your land. The allocation paper is a paper that indicates that indeed the chief has given a land to you. Beyond that, the site plan has the detail of the land that you have bought. Before the chief sells the land, a survey is made. A proper survey is made, because there are places for schools, places for human settlement, places for hospitals. So the survey is done, and everything is on the map, on the land map. And so with a site plan, it indicates exactly on the land, on the community land, where your plot is, so that in the future or whenever you want to do something or in going to allocate the land, it doesn't become a problem. And so that's so simple. I mean, to get a land in Kumasi here in Ashanti region, that's exactly what you need to do. First of all, you go to see the chief. The chief, I mean, you tell him you need a land for whatever project you want to use it for. The chief, together with his elders, will show you all the available lands, and you decide on the one you want. After your decision is made, you go ahead and pay for the land, and your allocation paper site plan will be given to you, confirming that indeed you are now the rightful owner of the land. And so that's just it. That's just it. It's simple. In Accra, lands are controlled by the government, unlike Kumasi, where lands are controlled by the kings, which makes it more peaceful getting land here in Kumasi than in Accra, because in Accra the government is in charge, and so when you get the land from a chief, a king, or whatsoever, you need to go to government to, confirm that indeed the land has not been allocated to anybody else. So after you get the land here, you continue to do your work. It's very free and it's not so expensive. It varies from locations, but I bet you, I tell you frankly, it's not so expensive. If you want peace, if you want comfort, if you want a happy life, I bet you, bet with you to choose Kumasi, to choose Ashanti regions, to choose Ghana, and indeed, you're going to have the peace that you want. Today was just about land acquisition in Kumasi, in Ghana. The next time, we're going to move on to another thing. This is Ghana Unplugged. We always at your service. If you want to build a house in Ghana, if you need somebody to assist you in land acquisition, you can check Ghana Unplugged on YouTube. We assist with finding a place reserved for brothers and sisters who wants to have a first-time travel here in Ghana, hotel arrangements, transportation arrangement, land acquisition. Name all the services. We are always at your services. We will deliver to you as at and when you call on us. Have a wonderful day. Cheers, brothers and sisters. We are always for you. Take care. Good luck. Bye for now. Cheers.
This is a look at the 2-bedroom house that's on the property in its raw state, and we're getting ready to start with the renovations in this video. This is the inside of the house. This is the hallway that leads to the shower that they call the washroom, and the toilet area. I guess some people call water closets. And of course it has some of the things that people left in the house, so it's a lot to do. I'm taking a look again at the inside of the house. These are the 2 bedrooms, the one with the curtain and the one with the door. Those are both separate bedroom areas. And then walking towards the right is the kitchen, and that has to be done, the floor tiled, the walls done. And then walking back over to the bathroom area, and then there has to be a door put up by the bathroom. That's the shower area there, and then over to the left is where the toilet would be.
And then put a door between the kitchen and the walkway. Just put a door here, so we have a big all this space for the toilet and bath.
So now we need to get started with digging. We have to dig the well so that we have some water that runs through the house. We have to get some plumbing in there so that we can use it for the bathrooms, for the kitchen, and also we have to have a plumbing so that we can remove all the sewage from the house and away from the house. So that's what we're working on now here, and Then we'll start working on the wall. We're actually working on it simultaneously.
Omo ahai de anka betimi akọ hɔ anka.
Uh, as you can see, this is a lot of work. About another 50 or 60 feet before we hit water. But we're going to keep on it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking in here with us.